dream, long, dream,
come, came, come.
nightmare. Usually, in the middle of the night. In a state of terror. State. Terror. Few. Fall back asleep. Forget. Forgot. Forgotten.
On the one hand, on the other hand. On the one hand, I want to go, but on the other hand, I'm tired.
Vivid. Impression.
Leave, left, left.
Can, could.
Quite. Possibly. Lifetime. Entire. How long can you remember your dream when you wake up? Well, when it comes to nightmares, I usually wake up in the middle of the night in a state of terror for a few minutes, then fall back asleep, forgetting the dream. On the other hand, if I have a vivid dream that leaves an impression on me, I could quite possibly remember it for a long time, even a lifetime. Hearing.
Other.
Find, found, found.
A lot. Weird. Weirder, the weirdest. Enjoy. Enjoyed.
Those.
I feel that. Gain. Gained.
Insight.
Gain insight.
Subconscious.
On a lighter note. On a lighter note. Humorous. More humorous. The most humorous. Simply. Do you like hearing about others' dream? Yes, I do. I find it quite interesting. As I have a lot of weird dreams myself, I enjoy listening to those of others. By hearing about their dreams, I feel that I can gain a greater insight into their subconscious. On a lighter note, it's simply just humorous. Effect. Significant. Manifestation. Worry. Thought. Fear. Desire.
All in all. All in all, I'm happy with the result.
Sign. Future. Do you think dream will affect life? Definitely not. I do not believe that dreams mean anything significant. I think that they are simply a manifestation of our subconscious worries, thoughts, fears, desires, etc. For example, if I'm worried about my job, I may have a nightmare about it. All in all, they aren't a sign of what's to come in the future. Heavy, heavy. Dreamer, dreamer. Dreamer, dreamer. Impressionable. Unforgettable, unforgettable.
Kind of.
Depending on. Busy. Mind. Particular. Do you often have dreams at night? Always. I am a heavy dreamer. I have had many vivid, impressionable dreams in my lifetime that I will never forget. I would say I have these kind of dreams a few times a week, sometimes even every night, depending on how busy my mind is at that particular moment in time. Countless. Disturbing. Notorious. Famous. More famous. The most famous.
Go, went, gone.
Into.
During.
After.
Find, found, found.
Especially. Tend, tended. Gory, gorier, the goriest.
Bloody.
Violent.
Close. Bedtime. Moreover. Overactive. Imagination. Could be. Factor.
As well.
Have you had a bad dream before? Countless times. I would say I have a disturbing nightmare a few times a month ever since I was a child. I was even notorious for going into my parents' room during the night to ask to sleep with them after a bad dream. I found that I especially tend to have nightmares after hearing a disturbing story or watching a gory or violent TV show or movie close to bedtime. Moreover, I tend to have an overactive mind and imagination, which I believe could be a factor as well. Strange, stranger, the strangest. Hard.
Let.
See. Once. Anxious.
go away, went away, gone away.
Furthermore, random, roommate, dream, dreamt, dreamt, giant, human-sized,
tarantula,
still, what was the strangest dream you have had? It's hard to choose just one, but let me see. Well, once when I was anxious about to go away to college, and furthermore what kind of random roommate I would have, I dreamt that when I got to college, a giant human-sized tarantula was my roommate. Although I dreamt this 8 years ago, it still feels like yesterday. I would say, mostly, job, dream up, dreamt up, scenario, such as, going into, a board meeting, a board meeting, completely,
naked,
partner, partner, bit, jealous, more jealous, the most jealous, type, have an affair, unfaithful, unfaithfulness, what do you usually dream about? I would say I mostly dream about my subconscious thoughts and worries. For example, I often feel anxious about my job, so I dream up crazy scenarios, such as going into a board meeting completely naked. Moreover, I tend to dream about my partner often. Since I'm a bit of the jealous type, I often dream that he will have an affair.